Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News, which is always myself, Bob. We got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. And as you guys know by now, we like to get together, jump through some of the crypto news, grab a couple of headlines, and then talk about them with you guys. But like we do every day, we like to get a little bit of our daily market sentiment before we get started in the news, kind of like give us a little feel for what's going on in the market. So without further ado, Crypto Beast, take over.
Yeah, for sure. Um, it's down a little bit today. It seems to be kind of area it was before. So I don't know. I'm just gonna stay neutral for the time being, see what's happening with everything and how the public sentiment is. I guess like that's what makes a difference is how everyone else is feeling. If you see a negative attitude out there with people and communities and stuff, you're gonna see a negative result in cryptocurrency too, I feel, right?
Yeah. I mean, today I think we've seen a little bit of Bitcoin just kind of following along with the stock market as the markets open today. Stocks was crashing and bonds and just seeing Bitcoin do the same thing. So we're still looking for that decoupling in the sense that you talk about a lot, Scott. So without further ado, we'll jump right into crypto news. The first article I have today is going to be coming from CoinSpeaker.com. The headline reads, Line launches its first ever NFT marketplace in Japan. So Line, a popular social media application prominent in Japan, has formally revealed its on NFT marketplace called the Line NFT. The launch of this NFT comes after an influential Japanese entertainment giant, Yoshimoto Kagyo, collaborated with the social media company LVC Corporation, Line's group company that looks after its crypto assets and blockchain business units, is all set to provide around 40,000 exclusive NFTs to the 90 million users of the application. Initially, the first bunch of NFTs will consist of several videos from the organization's in-house Yoshimoto NFT Theater, along with renditions of characters from the famous anime series Pat Labor, the Mobile Police. There would be many more NFT drops with exciting offers planned for the next few months. And it goes on to say, NFTs are gaining immense attention not only in Japan, but all over the world, even though several stringent rules and mandates levied by authorities in the country, Japanese people and companies have not stopped conforming to the crypto space with time. Recently, the Japanese financial services conglomerate Nomura Holdings became the latest significant player in the country to expand on the plan for authorizing and enforcing NFTs. So this is really good news for the NFT community. One, Line is like what I guess for us in America is like a social media platform. I guess would be as big as Instagram and Facebook. But you see, they have 90 million users on Line as their popular social media platform in Japan, and they're coming out with a NFT series with 40,000 NFTs that they're going to be giving out, and they're doing it, based on some anime series that's already out. So it's going to be really cool to see what they come up with here. And they also have Line also has its own token called Link Token. And that was released on BitMEX Exchange, and it was it's only the sixth crypto that the BitMEX Exchange has even listed. So this is pretty good news for Line and as well as the NFT space. And like I said, I definitely see NFTs sticking around for a while, even though they may have a lot of scrutiny right now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's just the regulation that's going to impact them most of all, right? So it's a matter of seeing what kind of rolls out, when it rolls out, or what's really gonna go on. I'm gonna just share my first article. It's an interesting one I found. Bank of Canada using quantum computing to simulate crypto adoption scenarios. The researchers' model can complete in a half hour what could take a regular PC longer than a human's lifetime. The Bank of Canada has become the first G7 country to turn on quantum computing to simulate scenarios where cryptocurrency and fiat currency can coexist. This week, Multiverse Computing, the startup leading Canada research, hit a milestone. Its model can evaluate more than 1 octillion possible scenarios in 30 minutes. Octillion is a 10 followed by 30 zeros. That means Multiverse Computing has completed its proof of concept, which combines blockchain data from stable coin Tether USDT, whose tokens are pegged to the US dollar, and public data from up to 10 major financial institutions. It has also consulted with experts from 2 major Canadian banks to come up with the realistic parameters. Multiverse Computing chose Tether for its model because the stablecoin, founded in 2014, has endured a variety of market scenarios in its 8 years worth of blockchain data. Most scenarios in the model show that a non-financial institution adoption of the cryptocurrency would be slow, since there is some upfront knowledge and cost associated with converting fiat to digital asset. It was also able to simulate how banks might respond by reducing wire transfer fees to compete with the very low cost of crypto transactions. The research itself has only reached the proof of concept stage, so there aren't yet any implications for Canada's crypto regulations, but being able to use quantum computing models to simulate fiat and digital currencies might compete for use and adoption is a big leap forward, says a Bank of Canada official. The one thing I consider, I guess, though, is the Bank of Canada putting in their own scenarios as to what they feel is going to go on and voiding other scenarios to not see what the best situation is. It could be kind of like that one-sided idea of what they feel, and we're not getting a truly unbiased opinion when it comes to what they're doing.
Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see, what they come up with, and right now, it's just in the proof of concept. I think it's still, a testing phase that has to go in there. But yeah, it's going to be a lot to get all the data. I think they would have to test all the possible outcomes. Maybe not report them all, but definitely test them all, right? But the quantum computer, quantum computing, in terms of it'll definitely help bridge a little bit of fiat and cryptocurrency, make them a little bit friendlier in the same ecosystem. So, but we'll see how it plays out for sure. Go over to my next article here, Scott. Is coming from Cointelegraph. This was a big one today. It was kind of like what I woke up to. It was Elon Musk endeavors to buy Twitter, but will reconsider position if rejected. So in a letter sent to the Twitter chairman, Brett Taylor, on Thursday, entrepreneur Elon Musk, best known for founding and heading Tesla and SpaceX, offered to purchase the entire company for $54.20 a share, stating that the social media platform has extraordinary potential that he will unlock. In a 13D filing with the U.S., with the SEC, Musk states, since making my investment, I now realize that the company will neither thrive nor serve this social imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed into a private company. Following this, Musk categorically states that he will offer that his offer is my best and final offer, and if it's not acceptable, I will need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. And then he tweeted today he made an offer, and that was at 7:23 this morning. And we just reported the other day, well, it was yesterday actually, that he became one of the biggest shareholders of Twitter with 9.2 shares of Twitter. He owns 9.2% of all the shares of Twitter, and that's evaluated at over $3 billion. So I think he was talking about utilizing the platform for freedom of speech and a greater audience participation. So he was like, based on his shares outstanding statistic published on February 10th this year, Twitter has currently 800 million shares, which means that must offer $54.20 is approximately $43.4 billion. So he's offered $43.4 billion. I had read something before I got into the news today that Twitter actually hired Goldman Sachs to see if Elon's $54.20 a share was actually too low of an offer. And they came back and said that Twitter was only worth $28 a share. So what he's offering is actually well above what the company's worth right now. Again, they don't have to sell the company to him. I think it's going to be very interesting to see. But this was a big in the news. I think if you're in the crypto at all, you heard about this today. It's
kind of funny. One of the bigger parties or bigger shareholders also fought back against Elon today. From what I understand, it was a member of the Saudi family, I believe.
Saudi prince.
Yeah, and they denied even selling his shares. But I mean, that's one person. If Elon gets 3/4 of the team to sell, his majority doesn't even matter. If he owns it, it's basically going to become a hostile takeover in the end, and he'll take it over on his own.
You're bought out. Yeah, I mean, you're bought out at that point. You're just a shareholder. So, I mean, if you're bought out, you're bought out. There's nothing you can do. Like the company sells is, here you go, brother. Here's your money.
Yeah,
We're gonna pay you
exactly.
in paper.
I'll get our next one. I found this one amazing. And we've been talking about this, I feel, previously in the past, where people, so I'll just get right to the article and just show you. That's easiest. So, Treasury sanctions North Korean hacker group, confirms ties to the $625 million theft. Hackers stole $625 million last month from the Ronin network, a sidechain used to play to earn game Axie Infinity. U.S. Treasury Department alleges that North Korea's based Lazarus Group is behind the theft. Ronin is still in the process of recovering its funds, it says. The Office for Foreign Asset Control has sanctioned Lazarus Group, the North Korea-based hackers the U.S. Department of Treasury claims is responsible for the $625 million Ronin bridge hack in March. On Thursday, the Treasury Department announced that the Ethereum address, which wallet provider Nansen has labeled Ronin bridge exploiter allegedly behind the attack, was added to the specially designated Nationals and Block Persons List, SDN. Ronin Network, an Ethereum-linked sidechain used for blockchain gaming group Axie Infinity, was breached in late March for roughly 600 million or 173,600 Ether and 25.5 million USDC. So sorry, that's a combination of the two. At time of the publication, the wallet address holds 445 million according to Etherscan. The hackers have been moving funds around since the breach occurred, data shows. The exploiter used hacked private keys to forge withdrawals on March 23rd, according to a statement from Ronin at the time. The breach was discovered nearly a week after the hack when a user was able to withdraw 5,000 ETH. The hacker tried to sell about 6,500 stolen ETH in March, transferring the tokens to 3 different exchanges, according to William Quigley, co-founder of stablecoin Tether and non-fungible token blockchain platform Wax. All of the stolen USDC was transferred out to various wallets and DeFi protocols, Etherscan data shows. Earlier this month, Sky Mavis, company behind the Ronin network bridge, announced it's raised $150 million to help reimburse affected users. And in a blog post, Axie Infinity admitted it has made some trade-offs that enables the hacks to take place. Data shows that more than 3,000 ETH or 9.9 million was moved from the wallet Wednesday into another address, then transferred the ETH increments of 100 to several different wallets. We're still in the process of adding additional measures before redeploying the Ronin bridge to mitigate further risk. Representatives from Ronin wrote in a community update post on Thursday. But I mean, big thing is there's people involved in it, and I think we'll see the results of it. And truly, if the governments are able to track down these funds and halt it, what does that say towards decentralization as well, if they can truly get it? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you got to kind of question the true meaning of decentralization when it comes to Ethereum too as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you have the exchanges involved, Scott, then that's a form of regulation that people just don't understand, and that gives up a lot of your decentralization. So I think it's not a harder thought. Just gotta start at the beginning, right? So I mean, I think crypto with exchanges is cool, but crypto without exchanges would be a lot better. So in a sense, but we always got to think about that. But decentralization, and it helps protect people when you have the exchanges, and help people keep money secured. And if they do want an exchange, they could. And I don't think it's fair that hackers can sell out. That was 175,000 Ether. That is a lot of ETH. That is a lot of ETH, brother. That's a lot of ETH. So I think it's good that it doesn't get to leave the ecosystem as easily as people want it to. So to my last one right here, it's going over to Cointelegraph. The headline reads, crypto wallet firm Ledger integrates tax solutions to simplify reporting. So major cryptocurrency hardware wallet provider Ledger is moving to help crypto investors keep track of their taxes by integrating a new tax crypto-related solution. Ledger has partnered with the crypto tax software ZenLedger to integrate its crypto tax reporting solutions into Ledger's interface application. Ledger Live, the firm announced to Cointelegraph on Thursday. The new tax feature is immediately available on Ledger Live and can be found in the Discover section of the catalog. The software tool allows users to automatically aggregate the history of all transactions completed via Ledger Live and track losses and earnings. Ledger's vice president of the international development told Cointelegraph that the ZenLedger is the first tax software integration with Ledger Live. Multiple services are available through partners in the Ledger Live to buy, sell, swap, stake your crypto, but this is the first tax-related service that is integrated. So this is pretty cool. It's kind of just showing you like how far some of the wallet providers and some of the people are thinking as far as to make things as simplified as possible for the secondary users, which will be the public. And I think when we think about mass adoption, most of these things will have to be these mechanics will have to be built onto these platforms already for the most of the public, because they really want to know how they account their own taxes and things of that nature. So I think this is really cool for Ledger to go ahead and put this software out there, and we'll see if how it helps out some of the people who may have weren't able to do anything with their crypto this year because of maybe being scared of the tax implications.
No doubt. Well, that's interesting. And this one I picked, and I know you'll know, Viben. We've talked about this before, and I kind of find it interesting how this article is coming up, and it's kind of making me question myself why I didn't buy it, but I think I might buy it still. Not financial advice, but I'll just get right to the article here. Ethereum upgrade might not be able to compete with Bitgert zero gas fee blockchain. So Ethereum is doing an upgrade to its protocol, which is expected to make its chain faster and lower the gas fee. For the longest time, Ethereum has been having issues with its expensive gas fees. In fact, the blockchain was recently charging a $50 gas fee for every transaction. Even at the time of this writing, the gas fees was still high. Though the Ethereum team has announced a reduction of the gas fees, the cost is still high compared to what other chains like Bitgert or BRISE are offering. In fact, Bitgert has the lowest gas fee, which is only equated to 0, but the ongoing Ethereum upgrade might not compete with the Bitgert, which offers 0 gas fee. Therefore, the Bitgert's project's popularity will seem to remain intact even after completing the Ethereum upgrades. But how has Bitgert managed to keep the gas fee this low? Read more below about the project, plus an exciting project to watch today. Bitgert was the most powerful blockchain in the crypto market today. The Bitgert BRC20 is the only gasless blockchain in the world right now. This is after the Bitgert team successfully implemented the powerful zero gas fee mechanism. The gas fee at this chain is 0. And then a whole bunch of zeros and 1, which will be difficult for any blockchain in the market to beat right now. Not even the powerful Ethereum will be able to beat the Bitgert gas fee. This means that Bitgert will remain one of the go-to blockchains for crypto investors that are avoiding the expensive gas fee. So mass adoption of the Bitgert blockchain is the next big thing in the crypto industry. And then it talks about Ethereum. They have to address the gas problem. Among other issues in the current upgrade, the issues of the expensive gas fee is still making a lot of users and developers avoid Ethereum. In fact, most Ethereum-based projects are experiencing low transaction volume because of the expensive gas fee. The Ethereum team has been working on the protocol upgrade that started in 2021, is currently implementing the second phase of the upgrades. So far, the gas fee have been reduced, although it is expensive compared to Bitgert. So Ethereum might do well in TPS, but the gas fee will still be higher than Bitgert. Centex. The bonus crypto coin that investors need to pay attention to is Centex. This is one of the coins that has made a superb gain in its growth and development over the past few months. There are several things about Centex project that makes it stand out as one of the best crypto investments of 2022. One of them is the quantity and the quality of the product. The Centex team is building an unlimited number of crypto products for its ecosystem. Centex products will include crypto exchange, user bases, and hundreds of dApps. These products will generate colossal revenue for stake tokens and increase Sentex adoption, which will also skyrocket the Senex price. Therefore, Sentex, Sex, I don't know how to say it, will be highly rewarding project. Disclaimer, so it's an author's opinion. They're not saying that it's tied to anybody, but obviously when you're looking at gas fees, I know it does make a huge difference to not have to pay fees. It's just dependent on how fast really Bitgert is. And I think I'm going to keep a little bit of a closer eye, just my personal opinion on it, to see what really is going on with it in the near future too as well.
Yeah, man, definitely something to keep an eye out on. Everybody loves low transaction fees. We know that because of BNB. But to go over to the last part of the day, guys, we can go over to Trader View real quick and look at the three factors that we just look at over here. It's going to be total crypto market cap, the Bitcoin dominance, as well as the Ethereum dominance. The Bitcoin, the total crypto market cap right now is at 1.81 trillion. So we've seen a drop off from yesterday when we were up a little bit higher, and we're trying to gain some floor here. So we'll see how it holds. It's definitely, like I said, when the stocks opened today, everything kind of crashed and took the market along with it. Bitcoin dominance right now is at 41.6. So we're still seeing Bitcoin dominance at least stay friendly for a little bit and not start rising to the top again as much as it was. And go ahead and check on this Ethereum dominance right now. Oops. I was actually typing too fast, and it's at 19.82. So still good to see it, still where it was, holding up from that past resistance they had tore through. Now they're trying to flip it back to support. So this is really good for the Ethereum dominance. I think right now, how we said in the beginning, everything's pretty neutral. It's a little bit of fear in the market. We're back in the low 20s in the fear index. Definitely something to keep an eye out for, because like you said in the beginning, Scott, it's all about how the people feel when it comes to speculative trading and trading and downtrends. But that's all I have for today. Scott, you got anything for the people before we get out?
No, I just watch what's happening. You guys keep a positive attitude. Keep going. We're gonna have some interesting interviews in the next while, so keep your eyes out. We're definitely reaching out to different projects that are on BigONE, so you might be able to see some great interviews and added content on BigONE. So keep in touch, and I'm sure we're all going to talk soon enough again.
Yeah, and I know that Meta Ruffy is going to be listening tomorrow. So congratulations to Meta Ruffy team being listed on BigONE tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, check them out as well. But other than that, that's all we got for the day, guys. And until tomorrow, peace out.
See you guys. Have a great day.